guys, and if you're new, welcome to my channel where you won't be judged for being a weirdo like me. So anyways, as you can tell from the title, we're going to do freshman year all the way through my senior year. And I was just thinking, how am I gonna be able to do this or convert it into an ASMR video without people being bored or just uninterested. I still don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go by what I got in my head. I didn't write no script. I'm not good with scripts, so here goes nothing. By the way, if anyone is feeling down, don't. Just give it time. I've been feeling down for years, and I still feel down. But I just try to find the little things in life to brighten out my day, do anything, do something nice for someone, make someone smile, do a good deed, buy some food for your mom, buy a gift for your mom, for your dad, for your siblings, whatever. It doesn't matter, as long as it puts a little joy in you just doing it. So without further ado, it goes nothing. And if you guys aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. I know I don't do videos every day. It's not because I don't want to, it's just because I can't. I just keep in mind I have my things that I have to pay, my mortgage, my cars, my utilities, my AT&T bill, which is Wi-Fi bill, my phone bill. I have a lot of things I gotta do, and I gotta work to pay off. If not, I'm gonna get, I'm gonna be without a house, living under a bridge, asking for money now. So we all lose. Okay, now we're gonna start. My 2008 to 2009 was my freshman year. I still remember like it was yesterday. I remember when my mom took me for registration classes. I was living in the other side of town, but I was registered to go to school on the other side of town, even though there's a high school within where I used to live. But it didn't work that way. I don't know how they did it in my city, but in some sections were divided. Like, people from this area are gonna go to the other side of town to go to that school instead of the one next to it, which makes no sense. Like, how am I gonna do this? They better not expect my parents to drive me all the way on the other side, and they didn't. They sent buses to pick us up, not just me, more people, more kids. And then there's other kids that live on the other side of town, that live next to that school, but are scheduled to go to the school that is close to my house at the time, which made no sense. But I don't know, man. It's just the way that they do things. I don't know now, but this was like 12, 13 years ago, 15 years ago. But yeah. But anyway, 2008, 2009. I was registering for my classes, and I used to remember, like, man, I think I was so far behind. I couldn't get electives like Spanish class, computer class, food class, wood shop, stuff like that. So they put me in a literacy support, because I think my English classes prior, like in my middle school days, were bad. So I guess they put me on literacy support, and then they also put me in algebra support, I think. No, was sophomore year, so my bad. So yeah, from what I remember, so freshman year, I remember freshman year was a very dry and plain year. All the people that I knew and I talked to in middle school were all scheduled to go to the other school instead of the one I was going. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to start again from zero to get to know new people. And all these people are, like, are whitewashed. They're Latino, Hispanics like me, but they're whitewashed. They're coming from the suburbs. A white school. They barely know any Spanish and stuff like that. So I was like, I guess we're gonna have to start from zero again, or you know what? Not even make friends. Freak these dudes. I don't care. So sure as shit. My freshman year goes by. Didn't make any friends. I think I made like maybe one friend that lasted like the whole 4 years of high school, and then after high school I never saw him again. But like I wouldn't consider that dude a friend. Anyway, I remember coming back from like the bus dropping me off in school, at school, and I used to have this bad stomach ache, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna explode. So I was like, when you get into school, you're supposed to go to the right, to the lunchroom, and just wait until it's time so you can go to your classes, which is so stupid, right? But I didn't even go that day. I didn't even go to the right, to the lunchroom. I just went straight because there was a bathroom in the corner. So I went all the way over there, and then these security guards from school, and they're like, hey, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? I was like, this emergency. I have to go to the bathroom. I have to. And then please, she's like, okay, go, make it quick. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not gonna make it quick. I had like diarrhea. I remember eating hot Cheetos with lemon. Like, when you squeeze a lemon and it's all like, they get weird. They get like sticky or whatever. Man, worst mistake in my life. And I don't even think they were Cheetos, just Cheetos. They were mixed with Takis, and my stomach was insanely bad, man. I remember going to the bathroom and just letting go like that. And I remember, oh man, if this is how it feels to have a kid, like to birth a kid, I'm glad I wasn't a woman. But I'm sure it doesn't even hurt like that. It hurts way more to have a kid. So man, women are just too tough. But like me, man, I was dying for just Cheetos and Takis with lemon, or lime, my bad, lime. I was, oh man, I couldn't. And I remember I got up and I was washing my hands, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the lunchroom. And I'm like, oh no, it hurts again. So I went back immediately before anybody walked in. I walked back to the toilet, all the way down there. I'm surprised that the security lady didn't come in like, hey, are you good, or whatever. And I was just like, and all of a sudden I hear the bell. I'm like, oh, okay, so everybody's going to their classroom now, so I don't have to go back down there. I could just go to my class. But sure as shit, a lot of kids, like 2 or 3 kids, walked in the bathroom. I'm like, fuck, I can't really make noise like with my poop, like. So I had to flush the toilet and then do it some more so they don't hear the nasty. But that's one crazy memory that I have that I will never forget. And I had a problem eating at night, especially eating junk food at night. I had a problem. I still never learned. Like, I know I'm gonna go to school. I know I'm gonna, like, I have to be healthy in the morning. So like it's best to be in an empty stomach when you wake up, and then in the morning you get what's it called, get some breakfast or whatever, and then go walk to the bus bus stop and then go to school, and then you're awake, the worst thing you could do is eat crap, junk food, and then go to sleep. Because I heard it, your body doesn't digest all that nasty food properly because you're laying down. You know, if it was something else, like if you ate a salad instead, that's different. You know, it wouldn't hurt that much, at least for me. But anyway, from what I remember, freshman year was slow-paced, very slow-paced. It was longer than usual than upperclassmen, because upperclassmen started from 8:20 to I think 3:15, and me, I started 7:20 to 3:15. So that's what 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's 8 hours, and them was 7 hours. But it was a quite experience as far as being there, just being the freshman that I was. Nothing special. I didn't have no girls, like no girlfriends. I highly doubt anybody thought I was like a good-looking kid. Not that I know of. I remember one girl. Her name was Annabelle. She was like, I think she was in my literacy support class. She's like, "You don't have a MySpace?" I was like, "What the hell is that?" Because, like, keep in mind, my mom and dad, they were what's it called, like old-fashioned. They didn't believe in computers, internet, stuff like that. None of them had phones. So I was like, I have no idea what that is. It's like, it's an internet website. Like, you make one, you make your profile, and you add friends, and you talk to them. I'm like, oh well, I'll check it out, because I didn't want to tell them like I have no computer, because they're probably gonna be like, man, this broke ass dude. But that wasn't even the case. I guess like I never really needed a computer to do anything, because I didn't care. But me and my brother, we had Xbox 360, we had a PS2, we had things that we can like, and we were like sports people. We like to play sports, go outside, run, be active, not like really do stuff in the computer or whatever. So like I just, in the end, I got curious, and I was like, "Hey Dad, let's go buy a computer." She's like, "For what?" I was like, "Cause I'm gonna need one, so I do my projects of school in there." Yeah, I'll tell your mother. And then sure as shit, we went to, I think it was Circuit City. That's when it was still open. Circuit City, Circuit City, Circuit City, Circuit City. We went to Circuit City, and we got one for a good deal. I don't remember exactly how much, but it was like it was E Machines brand. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's an old computer brand. E Machines. So I think it's Windows Vista. Windows Vista, because I don't think we can ever afford a MacBook at that time. So, or an iMac, I mean. So yeah, we did that. We did that. So that was it. And then I remember, like, I went to myspace.com, and it says create a profile, sign up or whatever, and I did. And I was like, oh cool. And then I searched up the people that I knew from school, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I know that girl, I'm gonna add her. And she added me back, and then my friends list came, because I only had like 10 friends, and in the end I was like when I had it for a while, I was like maybe 140 friends, all people from school, and some cute girls that I thought were cute. Like, I added them, but that was pretty much it. Nothing too major. My freshman year. I met a lot of girls that were in my classes. Like that girl Annabelle. I met another girl named Rebecca. I met another girl, what was her name? Jennifer. I forgot her last name. Man, they all been Mia. Those 3 girls. I have not seen her right now. I don't even know where they are. Maybe they went to another state. I don't know. But keep in mind, this is like 15 years ago. We were all like, what? We were like 14, 15 years old. So yeah, she left. That was my freshman year, and then I remember sophomore year. Sophomore year was a little bit more fast-paced. I remember we had more. I had more classes with more men, sadly, and I had mechanics class, auto tech. That's what it was called, auto tech, and French class. I failed French so bad that the lady would call my dad in like 9 a.m. when my dad was working nights and he was like dead asleep. And then like I remember going back to my house and be like, my mom or my dad was like, what was that lady calling me? She said you were failing your class. I'm like, Dad, it's fucking French, who gives a shit? He said you gotta pay attention in your classes. And then this fucking bitch was calling my dad like very what's it called, repeatedly, like 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week, that I wasn't doing the work. One time she caught me sleeping. I was like, what do I have to learn French for? Fuck this class, man. I went to my counselor. I'm like, hey, take me out of that class. I don't want to be in that class. I forfeit. She's like, you sure? I couldn't be more sure. Just take me out. He's like, what do you want? Give me a study hall. Whatever. A study hall. I mean, I guess I can get another class because it's so late in the semester. So just get me out of there and give me a study hall. I could use a study hall. I could do my work there instead of doing my homework back home. She's like, okay. And then thank God she dropped me, man, or they took me out. Now I was going to school. I was going to study hall instead of there. And it was great because after study hall I went to lunch, and I remember getting all my stuff done in that study hall, and I mean, quite frankly, I wasn't allowed to listen to music or look at my phone. Now it's all different, today's world, but at that time, if you get caught with the phone, your phone gets taken away. So fucking stupid. And your mom has to come all the way from her house to pick it up. Fucking stupid. But anyway, yeah, that I got off that auto tech. I think I got a C in that class. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I only took that class because I was trying to learn about cars, but it's so fucking stupid and basic. How to take out a tire. What else did they show me? How identify the tools. This is a wrench. This is a ratchet. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck about this, man. But whatever. I mean, I didn't even try that class. Class was boring too. So I got a 30%. I got a 70%, which is a C or something. But I wasn't impressed. Teacher was boring too. I think his last name was Moscato. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, that was it. And I remember one time I was trying to cut my hair, right? I was trying to pull like some design, and I fucked up bad. So I ended up cutting it all on the side, and I really fucked up my hair, everything. I'm like, fuck. And this is how much we were broke. I was like, hey mom, do you got $14 so I can go down the corner so I can get a haircut at that salon? She's like, yeah, I can find $14 for you. I was surprised because, like, damn, $14. That was a lot back in my day, like 2020 or 2009, 2010. So she gave me the money. I walked all the way down there, and it was like 2 or 3 miles away. But I walked down there like after school, yeah, because I did go there one time. But oh my god, never mind. I cut my hair, right? I cut my hair bad, right? I fucked it up. So I went to the bus stop. Right? They dropped me off school, but instead of going in the school, I went straight down there to a buffet, like next to the school, because I was too embarrassed to even show my hair, man. I was too embarrassed. I mean, I ditched class. It is what it is. So I was like at the buffet, walking around for quite a while. I think I had like 25 bucks. I don't remember exactly, but it wasted the money on the buffet, and I was eating there. I was trying my best to like, and then like I think I was there for like 4 hours, something like that, and then I left, and then I just walked around. Cause remember, my house is far, it's in the other side of town. So I was like, man. So finally, like the buses are lining up in the parking lot where they pick up the kids when they get out of school, get out of their classes. So when they're ready to go to school, or they're ready to go home. So I'm like, okay, the buses are lined up. Let me sneak up on the other side and make sure nobody sees me. So I got up and I go inside the bus, and the bus driver doesn't make like a big deal out of it. Man, I was just like, man, oh my god. And I put my hoodie up, because like, you can't wear hoodies in school, but you can wear hoodies in the bus. So I'm like, yeah, thank God. And then finally, when she dropped me off in my bus stop, I went to my house, and that's when I told my mom, hey mom, let me get 15 bucks, because the haircuts were 13, so I was giving them like $2 tip. I don't remember. So she gave me the 15 bucks. I walked all the way over there. I got the haircut. I remember the lady was like, man, what did you do to your hair? I was like, I screwed up. Like, I was trying to do a line and I screwed up. Can you fix it? She's like, what do you want? Just give me like a normal, like a mid fade taper, whatever, you know, like, because this was like short and then this was all fucked up. So I just do it. She's like, okay, no problem. So she did it. I mean, I still look like John Cena, but it is what it is. I remember the next day I went to school. I'm like, oh man, this is a whole different haircut. And then I remember this kid from my English guy was like, bro, what did you do to your hair? I was like, dude, I screwed up, man, and I had to like redo it all over again. It's like, you did it yourself? I was like, well, I screwed it myself, but a woman that cuts hair did it, like fixed it. And she's like, oh, he was like, oh, okay. But that was it, you know, nothing really big deal out of it, but it was an embarrassment. And there was a guy in that class, name was Edgar. I think I said his name before in my other videos. He was the one like blaming me that was doing those moaning sounds, like and then I was like, oh my god. I remember the teacher was like, always doing that. And then this motherfucker was like, it was Jordy, miss, pointing at me, you know. And that's when I got mad as hell, and I got my binder and I threw it at his face. And then I got suspended for 2 days, or 3 days. I remember. And then after that, when I came back, that dude didn't even like, never talked to me, never talked about me, which is great, you know. Ain't nobody want to talk to this fool anyway. But yeah, I got suspended because of him. Oh my god, not to mention a lot of ISS. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's in school suspension. I was there so many times. It was so stupid. But for missing, for tardies, for countless tardies. I don't remember exactly, but it was so stupid. But whatever reason it was, the thing is, when I went to in-school suspension, I couldn't do my homework. They gave me their own type of work that I had to do, and when I was done, turn it in. ISS, like the person in charge there, they checked it, see if it's done, and then yeah, you can go. But to be honest, I didn't do the work. I just scribbled stuff, you know, like if I don't care if it wasn't correct. I just scribbled stuff and give it to the guy. He would like run through it, like, yeah, you can go, and I would just leave, you know. But sometimes you had to be there for like, I had to be there for like 3-4 straight periods. I was like, man, dude, instead of being here just because I was tired, let me just go to my class so I can learn something, man. But I don't know how it is today. This is like 2009, 2010. I don't know now. But yeah, that was it, guys. I was there. What else? I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember. I had class with this one girl named Hope, algebra. The teacher put me, scheduled my seat next to hers, and I didn't think she was cute. I mean, she's a white girl with braces. I mean, she was kind of thick, kinda, but not really. I mean, I wouldn't consider like, oh my god, she's so pretty. Like, I didn't care about her, right? And then I remember that she used to be one of those girls that talk a lot. So I'm like, oh, great, I'm next to this girl, man. So I'm sitting there in algebra, and then she tells me, why are you so quiet? I'm like, oh my god, because I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anybody. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm just kidding, I didn't say that. I wish I would have said that, but I didn't. I was just like, oh, well, I don't really like to talk to nobody, so. He's like, why? You can talk to me. I don't want to. She's like, and then, like, I don't know, I don't even remember speaking to her like that, like conversations. I don't remember anything. I just remember, like, being there, doing the work that the algebra teacher had telling us what to do or what to write. I don't remember talking to her like that. I remember listening to her talking to other people. Jesus. But yeah, that was hope for you. See what else happened? This is sophomore year, right? What else happened sophomore year? Sophomore year was fun because we went to field trips, and I went with a lot of upperclassmen, like seniors, juniors, and I was a sophomore, so it was cool, you know, getting to know these upperclassmen, seniors, or whatever, juniors, and you know, they're more funny, more entertaining than people your age. And I got to meet a few, and they were cool. But yeah, that was what else? I remember in when was it? In sophomore year, when this guy had passed away. I forgot his name, but he passed away because he was driving recklessly, and he got killed because I think he hit a pole or something. I don't remember, or he hit another car. I don't remember, but I remember walking in the lunchroom, and then I remember this circular table, like, filled with people that knew him, and they were like, I think like 2 girls were crying, and then like dudes were just like looking at the ground, because I think they knew him and they were friends with him, but I didn't even know who was that person that passed away. I never even met him, like, but he did go to my school, but I didn't even know who he was. And later that day, someone said, I'm glad he's dead, he deserved it, like some shit like that he said, right? And then another dude named Carlos, he was close to that dude that passed away, and he found out that he said that. And the thing is, that dude that said that, he lived down the was insane. You know, I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe that he was living. I remember seeing him in my bus, and I'm like, oh, that's the kid. And he walked down, he would go in there, and then as I was walking to my house from the bus stop, the dude Carlos was driving a Blazer, Chevy Blazer. She's like, hey, Jordy. I was like, oh. He's like, what's up? He's like, where I forgot his name. Anthony lives. Akira. Like kind of like tall dude, skinny, scrawny. I'm like, you know me. I didn't even know. I had an idea where he lived because I remember he walked in one of those houses in the right from the street of my street, but I wasn't exactly sure which house. So I'm just like, nah, dude, I don't know where he lives. He's like, doesn't he go to your bus? I'm like, yeah, but I don't remember seeing him today. She's like, oh, okay. Alright. And I remember that dude was at the Chevy Blazer. His name was Carlos. He had like a dude in the passenger seat and like 3 dudes in the back. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna jump him. But I mean, I didn't say where he lived because I mean I had an idea, but I didn't want to say like, yeah, he lives in there. So I was just like, nah. That dude owes me money, man, because like I pretty much saved his life. If I would have said he lives over there, they would have found him and probably beat him up to death. I don't know, but whatever, man. I haven't seen none of them. I haven't seen nobody from my school recently. Nobody. But anyway, now let's talk about the beginning of junior year. The beginning of junior year. Okay, junior year. Okay, so junior year was a very unique year. Besides the other two. Okay, when I first started, I remember I kind of wanted to just nail this girl named Michelle because she was short. She had a fat booty, but she wasn't fat. You know, that was the thing. She was like, she had like a nice butt, nice body, and it kind of like I wanted to do her. And then she said she was willing to hook up, but in the end of the day, we never did. You know, it's sad. And I remember it just turned. She was in my bus stop too, in my bus, and it got so like awkward because like I don't know, man, like she used to say hi, and I was like, hi, how's it going? And then later it just didn't turn. It turned like weird. She didn't want to talk no more. I was like, whatever. So, and then I met another girl. Like she was in. I don't remember exactly where I met her. Like in person, but I talked to her on Facebook because now we were on Facebook apparently. Facebook was a new MySpace, and I was talking to her. Her name was Tatiana, and man, at the time she was a cool girl, you know, fun. She can keep a conversation going. We were speaking a lot in the Facebook messages, and then she was telling me stuff like I barely even knew her. I never met her. I was talking to her on Facebook. She's like, well, before anything goes down with us, I just want to tell you they have gone down on someone before. I'm like, keep in mind, she was a sophomore and I'm a junior, so she's 1 year younger than me. So I think she was 15, I was 16, and I'm like, why did I have to know that? You know, in my mind. Honestly, I don't remember what I responded to her. I'm gone down to somebody. I'm like, I'm gone down on somebody. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I remember I remember she was really short. She was like 4'11", 4'10". And at the time, I think I was like 5'11", 5'10". I don't remember. So she was short compared to me. And I never really like met her like that. And then I think I saw her in school in the hallway, and I acted like I didn't even know her or whatever, because I thought, I don't know, man, it was just weird now. But then I got myself a girlfriend. Her name was Amy. I met Amy in the school. You know, it was like, okay, I talked to her for like a few times. I never hanged out with her outside of school. I just talked to her in school. And then I noticed that she liked me, like whatever. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna ask her out. And I asked if she wanted to be my girlfriend, and she's like, yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. And then now apparently we're dating now for junior year. And I remember going to a soccer game with my girlfriend, right? I was there, and then I see this Tatiana girl walk up the stairs of the stadium, whatever, going up, because me and her were already up on the way in the top looking at the game, and she goes walking all the way in the top, and I'm like, oh great, man, like this, I hope she doesn't make it obvious or doesn't make it awkward, like, hey, remember me? But nah, she didn't say that. Apparently she knew my girlfriend Amy. She's like, hi Amy, and she's like, hey Tatiana. And I'm like, thank God she didn't say hi to me, fuck. And I'm like, you know her? She's like, yeah, I mean, I know her from cooking class. I was like, oh, so you guys have a class together. Okay, thank God. But Tatiana was like, she was wearing those like yoga pants or whatever. Like, her ass was fucking huge. Tatiana's ass was like massive, man. Like, and she had this petite body. I was like, man, fuck. I was just thinking about that dude that got her to go down on him. I'm like, damn, bro, you're lucky you got her to go down on. You probably fucked that ass too, or whatever. You know, you had sex with her. Man, you're lucky, man. But yeah, that was it for that. It was kind of like, it was scary, but not really, because she didn't talk to me. And then I remember, like, once the game was over, we lost, and me and my parents, we drove. They picked me up, and they drove her back to her house, and then I went to the other side of town where I live. But that's it, though. I don't remember like hanging out outside of school. Besides that, I will go to her house sometimes. She'll come to my house sometimes, and her mom will pick her up, which is crazy, you know, so crazy. And it's like both of us just living life and being young and dumb. And we never had sex, nothing. We just made out. I think like my fingers like, what's it called? Slided through her vagina lips, but unintentionally. And I think she just like, sorry, I'm hungry. And I think she just got like worried. She just like got my hand and like pressed my hand down, but we still made out. So I was like, dang, I fucked up. But nah, she was very respectful, and she wasn't about, you know, the thought life or whatever. And like, she's gonna like suck me off, and at 15 years old, so it was whatever, you know, because my girlfriend was also a sophomore, and I was a junior, so it was a year difference. But and at the end of the day, we lasted like 5 months together, and then she wrote me what's it called, a Facebook message that she wasn't feeling it anymore, that thank you for this relationship. I hope you are well, and I hope you make it out. I hope you make it to be happy or whatever. I don't remember. And that she lost interest. I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was sad, because that was like my first ever breakup. I was really sad, but you know, you're 15, you're 16 years old. You know, it doesn't really mean anything. And then I stayed single for, see, because that was 2010, and I got another girlfriend in 2013, so I was single for 3 years. But that's another story. But yeah, we broke up in May of 2011, and we started going out on October. So October, November, December. No, oh my God, I'm sorry, my math is bad. We broke up in February of 2011. March, April, and May, I was all like by myself, just living life. Man, my math is so horrible. Yeah, it was just 5 months. And I still remember, I read that message at night. Like, it was like, I think it was like 9 or 10 p.m. And I was looking at it, I was like, man, my stomach dropped. I'm like, wow, it's so stupid. But now that I look back, it's so stupid why I even felt that way, man. Like, I guess when you're young, you don't know, you're just dumb. You just think everything is like the end. But it's just so stupid, you know. But yeah, that was it, guys, for that one. That was my sophomore year. Oh, before, man, my stomach is killing me. I'm hungry. But let's talk junior year still. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna get the hiccups. I think I'm good. Okay. I gotta hold my breath. I don't know how that works. How do I get the hiccups? Usually you get hiccups when you're feeling cold. I'm not cold, I'm hot. Okay. Hope it's gone. But anyway, junior year, before I even met my girlfriend Amy, I remember we had a what's it called? An event in the auditorium, right? Assembly, whatever. I think it's called, right? Assembly. Yeah. I was sitting down at the bleachers, right? And then I remember that girl, Hope, from my previous years. Hope. She was like, "Hey, Jordy," and like all smiley now, like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, this bitch is being all nice to me. I thought she didn't like me. I thought she thought I was annoying because she never really like talked to me like that. And I think she was flirting with me. And I went home, right? And I remember, like, I still remember to this day. She sent me, I still got it today. She left me a picture on my Facebook. She left me a comment on my picture on Facebook. She's like, you're beautiful, with a heart. And I'm like, thank you so much, appreciate it. And then she responded, well, you're welcome, babe. I was like, I'm pretty sure you say babe to people you're going out with, but whatever. But I guess she was like into me, like she liked how I looked. I don't know. I mean, I never got the vibe she did in the past, but I guess the older you get, sometimes you get better looking. I don't know. But I still didn't think she was cute. I mean, she's alright, but I don't really like, oh, I want to go out with her. She's very beautiful. Nah, not really. But that was it after that one. This other girl, her name was Christina. I forgot her last name. I remember when we were lined up for like I think it was like a fire safety procedure. Like, we were lined up just to see what happens. If a fire would happen, how would things work out? Like, we had to practice this routine. And I remember she was behind me. My God, she was so short. She was like at least like 4'9". She was so short. And again, she was a year younger than me, so I was a junior. She was a sophomore. She's like, hey, you smell really good. I was like, thank you. I was like, and speaking of fragrances, I had like the cheapest fragrances. I don't even remember what I had. I think I had like Bod, or I had like one of those cheap Dollar Tree fragrances. I don't remember exactly, but I don't remember having anything like top notch. So I was like, wow, like she likes this bootleg fragrances. I doubt it though. I think she just like said that just to like uh, to get me to know that she likes how I smell, or like in other words, I think she thinks I'm cute, but she's not gonna say, "Hey, you're cute." She's gonna say something else. "Hey, you smell good." To have that in my mind, I don't know, man. And I thought it was crazy, but no, I think she did. She did think I was like cute or whatever, because like she also commented on my pictures like, "Damn, you're cute. I like your lips," or whatever she said. I mean, whoever, you guys don't believe me, the comments are still there on my Facebook pictures, so it is. I mean, you guys can believe me or not. And it was funny, you know, like, and the thing is, I think she was cute, but at the time I never really like. I didn't want to like to do anything with her. I think I was still going out with Amy, so I was just like, thank you, appreciate it. But I think right now she lives in the Chicago area, like in Chicago or whatever, and I think she has like a kid or two kids, and her man is in the military, I think. But yeah, she thought I was cute or whatever, and those are great memories. Let me see who else. What other girl? Junior year was good because I also remember when my grandma came back from Mexico after a while. We went to the airport and we picked her up, me and my mom, my brothers, my other uncles too, and it was nice to see her. And then we brought her back to my house, and we were just to our house, and we were just like eating and having a good time and watching TV or whatever the hell we were watching. I don't remember, but it was a good time. What else? That's my mustache. I'm trying to remember what else. That's it. That's pretty much it. I remember I was really falling behind in many classes, and I remember geometry I failed at, algebra 2 I failed at, English 2 I failed at. It's mostly because I ditched a lot. And the teachers were failing me on purpose, even though I did show up for my final exam, and they told me. I told them, I said, what if I ace this final exam? You still gonna pass me, or are you gonna fail me? No, nope, you teach my class. You keep ditching my class, so you're gonna fail regardless. Okay, I'm out of here. So I just pretty much forfeit the final exam. I'm like, why would I stay here, waste my time, and not even, and if I even ace it, I'm still gonna fail. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm out of here. I'm going home. Well, I don't. That one time that happened to me, I didn't go home. I went to the buffet and I ate food, and then I went home. But it is what it is, you know. This was like late in the year, like late in the junior year, and I already had like a driver license, and I was driving my car now. Okay, not my car, my dad's car. But yeah, that was it. And then senior year came along, and I remember seeing a lot of seniors leaving at 12, you know, noon or 1, because they had all their credits, and I still had a lot missing, so I had to stay until 3:15 because I had no choice. But I did pass all my classes. I had algebra 2 again. I had English 2 again. Wait, English 2. I had English 2 in the online courses, and I had to pass it. I had, what else did I have? I had English 3 courses too in what's it called, in the online courses. So I had those 2 online, and school. I had English 4, I had geometry, I had chemistry. All those I failed one semester, and I had to pass all of them, and I did. So shit, I was top of that shit, and I couldn't afford to fail anything. So I was like, really like, I was really open with what I was doing, asking questions, staying after school if I needed to get the material, and actually like raising my hand to like ask questions, because like I'm the type to not really raise my hand, but no, I had no choice, so I had to pass it, like make sure I get my high school diploma so I can get the fuck out of here. And sure as hell I got it, but it was tough. It was that senior year was supposed to be my easiest year, but it was my toughest year because of my stupidity and my childish actions. But senior year, yeah, I didn't have no girlfriend, I had no distractions. I mean, I still ditched, like, not a lot, like maybe like 6 days in the whole 2 semesters. But I only ditched classes that I know I was passing, so it couldn't hurt me that bad. And what else did I do? I remember doing those English 2 presentations in front of everybody. Like when I don't know if you guys do it in your world, but like in English 2 here at least, you're forced to do, no, not English 2, English 4. You're forced to do course projects, and you have to like present them in front of your class. Sometimes 2 classes, depending how it works. I don't know. And the type of guy that I am, I get anxious to speak in front of people, you know. But sometimes you just have to eat your tongue and just, well, not literally eat it, but you know, just eat whatever you got and talk. And you know, I was nervous too because it's easy to talk, look down, but the teacher was like, we're grading you in eye contact, voice clarification. You have to have all those good attributes. I'm like, motherfucker. So I have to like talk and like look at the paper, what I'm talking about, and then look at the fucking classroom. Like, who the hell do I look at? Like, I don't want to look at one specific person in the eyes. So what I did, I was looking past them. So I was just like looking through the crowd and looking past them. So I was like looking at the wall, looking over here, look at the wall, or look over there, look at that book over there, pretending I'm looking at the people, but I'm not looking at the people, I'm looking at the walls, or I'm looking at I look at someone's shoes, or look at the desks, like, oh, you know, like this, go over here, because like it's weird looking at people in the eyes when you're not really talking to them and you don't know them. So but yeah, that was tough for me, at least. That was tough, but I managed to pass geometry, managed to pass algebra 2, managed to pass English 4, and I managed to pass chemistry. And I think I had 1 study hall, and I had oh my god, I had to pass health class too because I failed that one. I really wanted gym or strength training, but they gave me health because I had to pass health, at least 1 semester of health throughout the 4 years. So I did it. I'm like the active type of guy. I'd rather just go for like do the pacer, run laps, do a choice day like basketball, hockey, soccer, volleyball, whatever, you know. Like, I'd rather do that than sit in the desk, talk about vaginas and dicks and babies coming out of women's wombs, whatever, man. But whatever, I mean, I guess it was a requirement to pass health class. So that was my senior year. And I remember smoking weed for the first time senior year. It's funny, but that's it though. I don't remember anything else in senior year that like was crazy fun. I mean, I got to drive my car, I got to go to places without needing a bus. What else? Oh, I forgot. I got an She was in my class. I think she also failed that class. I think. No wait, or maybe not, because she's a year younger than me. But she was in my class there. Never talked to her. It was kind of awkward, and I finally got my first tattoo. It was like right here. It's a picture of it's a tattoo of a lion, but it's all covered up now. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, and I also had a class with that girl, Tatiana. In the beginning, when I first knew that she was there, she was talking to me like, because I was sitting in it was chemistry, right? And I was sitting in one of the back tables. Like that's what you do your whatever your chemical assignments, and I was over there by myself. And the teacher was like, Jordy, because he knew me. I already failed the class before, sadly. And she's like, Jordy, you can get out of those tables and come sit in a normal desk. That's what you gotta do. And I'm like, okay. And then out of nowhere, Tatiana was like, he also has to text me. That's what you gotta do. I'm like, oh god. So I got up that chemical table, whatever, and then I went to the normal desk and sitting down. And then I'm like, just sitting down, and I don't even remember whatever happened. I don't remember talking to her again. I don't remember. And then I think the next day the teacher had assigned school, like no, she had assigned desks, like who's gonna sit where. And what a coincidence, she put me right next to Tatiana, like our desks are touching. I'm like, at this time she was getting on my last nerve. So I don't know what happened that led to there, but I remember me and my other friend that was on the other side of the class, we were talking shit because she already got a boyfriend, and she looked like we were making fun of her boyfriend, because her boyfriend looked like a dog, because he had hair like all covered up, like all the way over here. You can barely see his face. So we're just speaking in Spanish, like, yeah, es un perro, su novio de ella parece un perro. Like her boyfriend looks like a dog. And according to Tatiana, she's half Mexican. Even though she doesn't speak Spanish, she doesn't understand nothing. She wants to think that she is fully Mexican or whatever, because her mom is Mexican. I mean, I get it. You are half Mexican, but you don't look like it. You don't know nothing about that area. But your last name is Thomas. But whatever. I remember like the teacher was passing out classes, like the teacher was passing out papers, and the other guy from the other side passed me the paper, right? I'm just looking at him, and I was supposed to grab one and pass it to Tatiana. I was like, and she was like, can you pass the fucking papers? Like all mad as fuck like with me, right? And you know me, the type of guy that I am, I was like, and I grabbed it, and I just, it was like a lot. It was a good amount of papers, because he still had to like pass it down to the other side of the class, because there was like at least like probably like 8, 9 more kids on that side. So I just threw it at her face. She was like, I was like, man, you swear, man, I was gonna hit you. I just threw the papers at you. And then I think I said, he's like, here, bitch. I just did that, right? And the teacher overheard. She's like, Jordy, what's going on? I was like, this fucking bitch, man, fucking being all fucking loud, and I said bad words. I was like, I said bad words. She's like, Jordy, can you go outside for a second? And I went outside. And she talked to me, and then she was talking to my friend too. I don't know what my friend said, and then she was talking to Tatiana. And then in the end, she moved. She traded places with another guy on the other side. So now it was some skinny Asian dude next to me, and that Tatiana was on that other side. So I was like, nah, fuck it, at least they didn't move me. But yeah, I don't know, like ever since that day she's kind of been hating me, man, for no reason. She still lives here in Illinois. I try to talk to her, like send her messages to like bury the hatchet, but nope, she's not having it. was sorry about that. And then I remember after high school we started talking again for a little bit, and then again we just ended not talking to each other. And I'm trying to remember, what did I do for her to not like talk to me anymore, or to like for her to hate my ass? I don't remember. She hasn't blocked me, but every time I like request to follow her, she like declines it. And I send her a private message like, "Hey, can you at least let me know what did I do wrong? Cause it's been difficult for me to remember." Doesn't even open my message. Doesn't even respond. So I'm like, whatever, man. I'm not gonna like, beg her. And I'm not. It would be wrong if I'm talking to her and she has a boyfriend. She's single. So that's why I'm like, fuck it. I want to talk. I just want to like get to know her. Like, I mean, she's still attractive. She still has a nice butt. And if she was down to hang out with me, then we will hang out. But I can't because she hates my ass. I just don't know why. But it is what it is, man. That was my senior year. That was another piece of senior year. What else? Oh yeah, and then this is crazy. I had a good friend. I think his name was David David Kaluna, and his girlfriend. They got caught having anal sex in the men's bathroom, and apparently he was having sex with her. Like, she was on top of him in the stool. And I think I heard this. I don't know if it's true that his girlfriend pooped on him, like on his dick, when they were having anal sex. And he got up and she's like, "What the hell?" And opened the door, and there was a guy there and looked at him like, "What happened?" And like, he was full of shit, like full of poop on his like lap and his dick. I don't remember. I don't know. That's what I heard. And then it went around the school. Like, everybody knew. Seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, even the teachers knew, and the security guards. Everybody knew what had happened. And I remember talking to Dave, and he was a cool dude. I really think he was a cool person, like a good friend. Because sadly, I only got to know him for like 5-6 months. But he was really cool. He was legit cool, good dude. And to this day, I don't know where he went. But he just disappeared with his girl. They both disappeared. I didn't know nothing. And I told him, I was like, "What's up, bro?" Like, "You hang out?" I was like, "No, man, I'm gonna leave." I'm like, "Leave where?" I'm gonna get homeschooled. But he was bullshitting me. I didn't even know at the time what happened. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna go homeschool?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I don't really like this no more. Me and my girl." I was like, that's a bit strange out of nowhere, but well, okay, man. And I never got to see him again, I think he deleted his Facebook, his all social media. He deleted everything. And I mean, it's not even a big like embarrassment for him. It's more embarrassing for her, but whatever. And then once he was gone, I remember like some guy was like, "Hey, you do know what happened? You do know why he left, right?" I was like, "Cause he wanted to get homeschooled, right?" "No." And that's when he told me about what had happened. I was like, wow, that's insane. Why did you have to have anal sex here in school? Why didn't you just wait until you went home? I don't get it. I don't get these kids, man. But I guess he really wanted the asshole, and he got poop instead. But I mean, I hope he's well wherever he's at, because I think he was one of the realest G's out there, at least to me. I highly doubt that he's in Illinois. I think he's in like a different state now, but wherever he's at, I hope he's doing well. It's his senior year. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I remember graduating, getting my diploma, and leaving. And then everything else is just done. Like, I started a job, I went to a job, and then, well, I did other stupid shit. I took a break after senior year. I had like a year being a lazy bum, guys, that was pretty much a summary of my high school career, 2008 to 2009 freshman, 2009 2010 sophomore, 2010 to 2011 junior, and 2011 to 2012 senior. There, sometimes I wish I could just like tell how do you how do you say it? Telegraph, or not telegraph? You know what I mean? Like, just be able to go to the past and just like, as an invisible me, walk the hallways and see everybody how I used to see it, and then, if possible, it's not possible, but see myself walking, going to classes, getting my stuff. That would be pretty cool, just to see how I looked in third person. But it is what it is. All I got is my memories, and yeah, no pictures, not that I know of. I mean, I got pictures, selfies of me when I was 14, 15, 16 years old on my Facebook, but it's no big deal. Nothing major. Nothing major. Nothing major. Nothing major. Well, yeah, guys, it's been it's been over an hour now. I'm sorry it took long. I hope it put some of you to sleep, if possible. Don't forget to leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because there will be more videos of very nice and unique topics, that I can assure you. And don't forget to be, or try to be, happy, because life is just life. Don't take it too seriously. It really isn't. Everything is temporary, and you shouldn't feel so hard on yourself based on what you do. I've done a lot of stupid crap in my life, and it doesn't stop me living my life. We all make mistakes. We're all really like puny little humans that aren't about anything. We all fail, but the biggest test is to get back up and fix those mistakes. That's all I'm saying. And don't ever if people judge you because of how you dress, how you look, whatever. Who cares, man? You're not placed in this world to be loved by everybody or anybody. If you do what you want to do because it makes you happy, then do it. Do it. It doesn't matter what people think about you, man. They might think that you're weird. They might think you're gay. Not that is a bad thing that you're gay, but if you're not gay, let them think that. Who cares, dude? Not everyone deserves to know the real you. Only the real, truthful G's deserve to know the real you. All these other people are little snakes, man, that judge people. They don't have the balls to do anything for themselves. So forget them. Forget all those negative pieces of crap people that don't matter, man. The only people that matter is the people you are close to, and you. That's all it matters. That's pretty much all that matters. You shouldn't take consideration for anybody else in the world that talk down on you, berate you, judge you before they even know you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You'll never be able to be happy. You'll never be happy if you really depend on everyone to like you, man. Your best bet is to do what you like to do, and do it freely, and do it happily. And if they think negative of it, screw them. Who cares? If you care, you're the one that's gonna probably be more sad in the end. So you shouldn't care what people think about you. You shouldn't. The real people, the real G's, will give you time to get to know you. The fake and worthless people are the ones that judge you just based on what they see. or they listen to lies that other people tell them. You know how many times people had told me stuff about other people that I thought they were good people. Hey man, don't talk to them. Don't talk to that guy. He's a snake, man. Guess what? That guy telling me that was a snake. Nah, man, it's not me. You know, that's not me. I'm trying to get to know everybody, individually, with time, and I don't judge. I don't judge. I don't care what you do. If you tattoo your face, you tattoo your hair, you tattoo your eyes, you tattoo your tongue, you get piercings all over the place. Doesn't matter to me, man. You can dress, you can look a certain way. It doesn't bother me as long as you're a good person. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. I don't really care about anything else. You can be gay. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. If somebody gossips, it already tells me a lot about you, about them. You know, if they gossip and do all this, say all this crap, you know, you should really open your eyes. But that's pretty much what I simply wanted to say. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I know it's pretty long. Make sure you guys subscribe and leave a like, leave a comment. Don't settle for less. You can do better than this. And don't forget to check out my Cash App. So everything will be in the description box below.